Welcome back to Play the Game HQ. I'm Daniel, and this is Alien Frenzy. It's from Comet Squid, who helped sponsor this video, and it's coming to Kickstarter soon. Alien Frenzy is a hand management, last player standing game where you are trying to survive the alien invasion longer than any other players. The game is played over 2 phases. In the first phase, you'll be playing cards for their actions and drawing cards back into your hand, kind of trying to cull your hand and get a strong set of cards ready for the invasion, which is the second phase of the game. There's 3 UFO cards in the game, and during setup, you're going to shuffle one of those cards into the deck and then deal everyone a hand of 7 cards. And then once that UFO card is revealed, you're going to start the invasion and you'll start drawing from the alien deck. So phase 1 is the supply deck, phase 2 is the supply deck and the alien deck, and they have different colored backs, so it's really easy to figure out which one is which during setup and separate those. And at the end of the game, I appreciate that they have different colored backs because it makes it really easy to separate the game and get it ready for the next game just based on the back of the cards. Now, this is a game about an alien invasion, but as a parent, I do want to mention the artwork is very benign from a scariness standpoint. There's nothing horror-based in the game. There's not scary artwork or anything. This is all the alien artwork. They are actually kind of friendly looking, even though they are invading the planet. And as far as the flavor text goes, there's no text that is going to be scary. You are being attacked by aliens, but that is simply the card saying you're attacked by a red alien, play 1 character card. The game is played again over 2 phases. On the first phase, you're gonna play a card for its action, resolve the action, then draw a card. There's 2 different kinds of cards in the supply deck. There's character cards and there's action cards. The action cards let you do things like rearrange the cards in the top of the deck or look at some of the cards in the deck, maybe draw a card randomly from the middle of the deck or change the direction of play. But during the first phase, you're going to play the card for its first phase action, resolve that, and then draw another card. So I could play this Swapsies card. That's going to let me play a card face down in front of another player. I'm going to take a card randomly from their hand, and then I'm going to draw a card into my hand, and then it's the next player's turn. And each card does have a phase 1 and a phase 2 action that you're going to resolve based on which phase you're in, and it's all very clearly stated on the card. Yet if you are playing with younger players, this is a language-dependent game. All of the cards do have actions, and you need to be able to read in order to understand what the cards do, but the actions aren't complicated and it's pretty clearly laid out on the card what it does. So in phase 1, you're going to play your card, you're going to resolve the action, and you're going to draw a card from the top of the deck. If you don't have an action card and you're forced to play a character card, you can see the phase 1 action on all of the character cards is to insert a UFO card into the deck. And that's going to be put anywhere. Typically early in the game, you may want to place that lower in the deck. Strategically, if you have a really good hand, you might want to place it higher in the deck to try and force the invasion earlier if you get a feeling that the other players don't have a really good hand or they're not quite set up for the invasion. But that's going to be your choice where to put it into the deck. You're just going to put it somewhere into the deck. There are shuffle cards that you can play as an action to shuffle the deck. So if a player places that towards the top and you're not ready for the invasion yet, you may be able to shuffle the deck to get it down lower. But again, anytime a character card is played for the action in the first phase, it's always going to add a UFO card until all 3 UFO cards have been added to the deck. Once someone draws the UFO card, it's revealed immediately and phase 2 starts instantly. The player that revealed the UFO card is going to immediately take 3 turns, which could be not so bad or it could be really, really bad depending on how your hand is set up. So during phase 2, you have the option to play an action card if you have it, or if you want to play an action card, you may want to save that for later. Again, the strategic choices are up to you, but you have the option to play an action card, and then you're going to reveal a card from the alien deck and defend against the alien if you can. You can play any character card against an alien, but if you have a card of the matching color, then you're going to get to take the phase 2 action for that character. So I played a blue character against a blue alien, which is face a blue alien to draw 2 cards. So I would draw 2 cards into my hand. And during phase 2, characters are very important because once you're out of character cards, you're out of the game. The only exception to that is if you play your last character card on a matching alien. So if this was my last character card, I would play it on this alien. If it matches the color, I'm still going to get to draw those 2 cards, but I'm also going to get to draw 2 bonus cards for playing my last character card on a matching alien. And that's how the flow of the game is going to go. Once phase 2 is started, you're going to play until there's only 1 player left, and you're eliminated from the game if you ever run out of character cards. So the next player is going to go, they're going to flip over a card, and they're going to play a card against it. If you don't have a matching card, like I could play a red card against that alien, but I don't get to use the red player's action. So it's really important that you have a diverse set of cards in your hand so that you can defend against matching aliens and keep your hand going. Again, once you run out of character cards, you're out of the game. Now, once players start being eliminated, it does tend to go pretty quickly. So while player elimination isn't always a great thing in a game, it's not a game where you're going to be spending 15 to 20 minutes after you're eliminated. Really, once the phase 2 starts, once the invasion starts, it goes pretty quickly because phase 1, you are always refilling your hand to 7 cards. In phase 2, there's going to be a lot of times when you're not adding new cards to your hand, or where you play an action card, flip over an alien, and then play a character card, but only get to draw 1 card back. So once you start phase 2, you're going to get down to a low number of cards pretty quickly in a typical game. You also have the option to play a gold character card against an alien. That matches any color, and you still get to take the action on the bottom of the card. Now, the actions all give you the ability, as long as you match the color alien, to draw a card into your hand, but some of them give you the ability to involve other players in that turn. So there are cards that let you bring another player in and force them to also attack the alien with you or to defend against the alien with you. There are cards that have 2 aliens on them, like this one, where you have to play a red and a blue card against that alien, or play 2 characters against that alien. Again, if you ever don't have the character cards to defend against an alien, you're out of the game. So with this, if I only had 1 character card left, I would be eliminated when this card came up because I don't have the ability to get another card to play against that alien. And the game is going to go on, again, playing an action card, resolving it if you want to, that's optional, but then always flipping over a card from the alien deck and defending against it with the character cards from your hand. Now, this is the base game. There is also going to be an expansion available on the Kickstarter that adds in different kind of aliens. You have an alliance alien that's going to let you attack another player with a color of your choice. You have the mimic that lets you end your turn without playing any character cards. You don't have to fight an alien when you get a mimic card, but it's going to double the card that the next player draws. And then the stealth card, you're going to be attacked by a stealth alien. You have to discard a character card and then play another card. So you're going to be fighting 2 aliens in that round when you get a stealth alien. You also have additional character cards and additional action cards. There's boost cards that let you treat all the cards that you play on that turn like gold cards. There's super safety cards that let you end your turn immediately, but also the next player can't play an action card during the alien phase. The expansion really adds in a lot more player interaction and a little bit more of a take that element to the game, where the base game is pretty straightforward. Yes, you can pick other players to be attacked with you, but outside of that element of the card that you face a red alien to draw 1 card and then choose another player to also face that alien. Outside of that, and then like the Swapsies card, you're not doing things to directly affect the other players. The expansion brings a lot more player interaction into the game and does introduce, again, a little bit more of a take that element. So this is Alien Frenzy. We'll leave a link below to the Kickstarter so you can find that once it launches. And if you have any questions, please be sure to leave us a comment below and we'll get to those as quick as we can. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.